right. Good evening, Alpha Nation. Be ready, grab your snacks and drinks, and find a perfect place in your comfortable home and become significantly better through sustainable and accessible lifelong learning together. So today's event is made possible with the help of our supportive and generous partners. First is the IXL CIE Review Center. Get an additional 500 off if you are a graduate of any Alpha Premium program. Blessed, promoting Christian lifestyle through merchandise they sell. Blessed PH, stay blessed. Startup Podcast PH. To us, the first Filipino cloud-based analytics platform, get your free 90-day trial. Just visit their website at alphatous.com for more updates. And lastly, ingeniero.org, empowering engineers promoting innovation. Again, good evening, Alpha Nation. We're now down on our next episode of this year's Alpha TV in pursuit of knowledge and continuous improvement with ASLEX PH Academy. So without further ado, it is my pride and honor to introduce to you our guest speaker for tonight's event. So our speaker is Ms. Valerie Fisher, a certified neurolinguistic programming practitioner. She has over 20 years of experience in advertising and marketing, a co-founder and an e-commerce site for locally made products. She was a chief marketing officer in a real estate company in 2019, but along with millions of Filipinos in 2020. She was let go during the pandemic, and as her story goes, this unfortunate accident actually led her to her purpose. She now helps new online business owners and entrepreneurs grow their revenue with brain science selling. So the book Becoming the Big Me, featuring her story, is also now on Amazon International bestseller. So hi, Ma'am Valerie, good evening. The floor is yours na po.
Good evening, everybody. Okay, before we start, may I know, okay, can you type in the chat box where you are watching this from? Nasaan kayo sa Pilipinas? Or if wala kayo sa Pilipinas, nasaan kayo sa ibang parte ng mundo? Same goes with our viewers at sa ating mga nanonood sa YouTube, kasi alam ko kasabay ito, naka-live stream tayo sa YouTube. If you can type in the chat box or type in the comment section, Batangas, Rizal, ayan, good evening everyone. Can you also type in the chat box, anong industriya kayo galing? What industry? Are you in construction, engineering, marketing, coach ba kayo? Anong larangan ang kinasasalihan ninyo? Can you type in the chat box also? Ayan, engineering student. Okay. Sige. Sino pa? Meron ba ditong mga negosyante o gustong magnegosyo? O yung mga sellers, nagbebenta? Yung mga engineering student, IT? Meron ba yung mga gustong maging ahente? Also on YouTube, if you can type in the comment section. Ayan. We have. All right. Okay, kasi yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon is really about, ayan, wait, I cannot start sharing because there's somebody sharing. Ayan. Hindi ako start. Kasi ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon, nung dinescribe ako or inintroduce ako kanina is I conceptualized and trademarked the concept of brain science selling. Brain science selling really is all about selling to your customers' brains. Kumbaga, kailangan nating maintindihan kung paano gumagana ang utak ng mga tao para mabentahan natin sila. Yung hindi natin sila pipilitin. Yung tipo ng bagay na represent mo lang, sasabihin mo lang sa kanya kung ano yung mga binibenta mo, tapos because of the words that you use, because of the words that you say, because of the techniques that I will be sharing with you today, hindi na nila kailangan pang kumbinsihin masyado kasi talagang sold na sila agad doon sa ibinibenta mo. Now, I started this in 2020, like, like in my introduction, when I lost my job at the start of the pandemic, hanggang ngayon, tinuturo ko pa rin ito. So the framework that we're going to be talking about today is called Prime Framework. May framework siya. At itong mga courses, I have different courses, different types of modules, na ngayon, I have one module that my client who is in real estate messaged me. So she messaged me last week and she said na yung module na yon, yung itinuro ko na yon sa kanila ng 2020 has already delivered more than 1 billion in sales. Okay? More than 1 billion in sales. So ibig sabihin, it really works. Gumagana siya. Kung ano man yung mga techniques na sinasabi ko at itinuturo ko. And she actually credits 30 to 50%. Ganun kalaki. 30 to 50% of her sales from 2020 mula nang natutunan nila kung ano yung mga ini-explain ko hanggang ngayon. Kasi hanggang ngayon ginagamit pa rin nila for one module. Marami akong iba't ibang mga modules, but for that one, that's one of the most powerful and one of the most kumbaga highly requested module ko, which is NLP and copywriting, which is under the framework that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Okay, which again, like I said, it's the Prime Framework. Pero bago tayo magsimula dyan, ano ko muna, kasi most probably, am I correct? Does anyone of you know NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming? Meron ba sa mga nanonood sa YouTube, familiar ba kayo sa Neuro-Linguistic Programming? Yung mga kasama natin dito sa Zoom, familiar ba kayo? Wala sumasagot. Okay, so hindi. Neuro-linguistic programming, it's composed of three parts siya. Neuro is the brain, neuro means our thoughts, linguistic is language, and then programming kung paano tayo iprograma o mga patterns na meron tayo sa buhay. I'll give you one example. Ang thoughts natin composed of VACOG, what we call VACOG, or visual, auditory, kinesthetic, olfactory, and gustatory. Meaning kung ano yung nakikita mo, nairirinig mo, nararamdaman mo, naaamoy mo, nalalasahan mo. So pag kunwari, ipakita ko sa inyo yung isang, my phone, I'll show you my phone. Ang visual niyan, makikita mo itim. Right? That's the visual. Tapos, ang para sa akin, yung bigat niya, the feel of it, para sa akin is magaan. Okay, magaan yung ito sa akin. Pero that's my label. That is my label because para sa akin, magaan na to. Pero kung meron pa kayong ibang telepono na mas magaan, para sa inyo mabigat ito. Because we have different kinds of programming. In the same way na merong isang bagay tayong nakikita, magkakaiba tayo ng interpretasyon sa mga bagay na ito. Because nga, iba-iba tayo ng kinalakihan, iba-iba tayo ng memories, iba-iba yung mga behavior na itinuro sa atin, iba-iba tayo ng values. Which means, kung nakaprograma lang pala siya, pwede mo siyang i-reprogram. Kung lumaki kang sinasabihan ka ng magulang mo na mahirap lang tayo, ang hirap-hirap kumita ng pera, never tayo yayaman. Yun yung nakaprograma sa'yo. So, ibig sabihin, all your life, ang paniniwala mo, hindi ka yayaman. Kaya ngayon, kahit anong ginagawa mo sa buhay, hindi ka talaga yumayaman because unconsciously, that's what you believe. But again, because it's a program, you can reprogram it. Okay? You can reprogram it. So, yun yung pinaka-basic ng copywriting. And what I do, brain science selling, is, yun ang pinaka-basic, ng brain science selling. So what I do is I combine NLP and digital marketing to come up with brain science selling. So pang-benta, kumbaga, ang ginagawa natin. So itong Prime Framework, ano ba ito? P is for priming, R is for rapport, I is for intent, M is for Meta and Milton or the language patterns, and E is for emotion. Okay? Alam ko marami sa inyong mga estudyante dito, pero bear with me. These are technical terms that you might think these are technical terms, but these are actually very simple terms. Yun lang yung tawag pagdating sa NLP. So kunwari, sa priming, ano bang ibig sabihin ng priming? Ang priming kasi, dapat bago mo ginagawa ang isang bagay, pinaprime mo muna o inihahanda mo yung utak ng mga tao na tatanggap para tanggaping maaliwalas yung message mo. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kunwari meron kang produkto na ilo-launch o meron kang course na ilo-launch, unti-unti mo nang i-share yan sa mga audience mo, i-share mo yan sa mga nagpa-follow sa'yo. Hindi yung bigla-bigla na lang, ay may launch ako. Kasi hindi naka-prime, hindi nakahanda, hindi naka-prepare yung utak ng mga tao to accept whatever it is that you're going to share. An example of this is subliminal seeding at saka modalities. Again, very highly technical terms, pero explain ko kung ano yung ibig sabihin. So, subliminal seeding. Ang example ng subliminal seeding is wine and music. Okay, wine and music. I'll give you this example. So, so the influence of in-store music on wine selection. There is a study, and this is a study, see Journal of Applied Psychology. So, ang ginawa nila doon sa isang, nakikita nyo ba? Okay, nakikita nyo ba? So sa isang restaurant, what they did was they played. Okay, so isang araw nag-play sila ng French music. The following day, nag-play sila ng German music. And then nag-play ulit sila ng French, nag-play ulit sila ng German music. And then what they realized, what the research said was, kung yung mga araw na nag-play sila ng French music, mas maraming binibiling French wine. Yung mga araw na nag-play sila ng German music, mas maraming binibili na German wine. Which means, subliminally, kahit hindi mo napapansin, naririnig mo lang siya, but subliminally, nakukumbinsi ka na, nai-impluwensyahan ka na doon sa magiging decision mo. Pero ne-prepare na yung utak mo to accept whatever it is that you're going to sell. Okay ba? Klaro ba? Yun yung tinatawag na priming. There's another research. There was another study by in Yale University na kung saan may 41 na volunteers. May 41 na volunteers, tapos they were tricked into holding a drink. Meron silang, yung itong 41 na to, kalahati warm na drink, kalahati cold na drink. Tapos they were asked to rate a fictional character between 1 to 7 in terms of warmth. Meaning, mabuting tao ba itong mga fictional character na ito? I-rate nyo nga. And they found out that those who were holding the warm drink rated the characters higher in terms of warmth. So what this means is that warm drinks promote warm feelings. So kung meron kayong gustong kumbinsihin, meron kayong gustong bentahan, bibigyan nyo siya ng warm drink. The higher the chances are na tatanggapin nila kung ano yung mga isi-share mo at saka yung mga, kumbaga, ibibenta mo. Kaya yung mga, di ba, pagka may magbebenta, kayo sasabihin, kape tayo? Kasi it's scientific. Yung paghawak mo ng kape na warm drink, it makes you warmer to receive the message that the seller will be telling you. Okay? Warm drinks promote warm feelings. So kung meron kayong nililigawan, marami pang mga estudyante dito, ganun din yon. Warm drinks para mas maging malapit sila sa inyo. Okay? So that's priming. Okay? Okay ba? Okay ba tayo? The next one, which is the R in the prime framework, is rapport. Okay? Ano ba itong rapport? Rapport basically means people like people who are like them. Okay? People like people who are like them. Kung kapareho mo sila, mas nagugustuhan mo yung tao na to. Okay? Kaya 'di ba kung kunwari first time mong kakilala, magtatanong ka, sasabihin mo, "Oy, kamusta? Saan ka nag-aral? Saan ka nakatira? Saan ka lumaki? Anong probinsya mo?" Iniisip natin na parang para siyang small talk. Diba? Parang small talk na, saan ka galing bago ka nagpunta dito? O sino-sino dito yung mga kaibigan mo dito sa party na to? O ilang minuto ang inabot mo para pumunta dito sa venue na to kasi traffic. Those, akala natin na small talk are actually scientifically based. What we are looking for when we ask those questions is shared humanity. Okay? Shared humanity. Ano yung ibig sabihin? Naghahanap tayo ng kapareho natin sa ibang tao. Instinctively, we want to connect with people. Gusto natin yon, gusto natin ng friends. We want to belong. And kapag nakahanap tayo ng common sa isa't isa, that is when we create rapport. Yan yung, kaya parang iniisip mo minsan, di ba? Parang yung itong tao na to, gago mo lang kakilala. Pero parang friends mo na siya forever. It means merong isang nasabi, yung tao na yon, na kapareho ng naging experience mo o naging kapareho mo sa buhay. One way or another. If it's a location, if it's a place, it's an experience, it's an event in your life, pareho kayo ng college, there's something similar between the two of you. And that is how you create rapport. And I teach this for business owners and marketers para makakreate sila nito. Kung paano ba ito talaga kini-create scientifically. So ito yung proseso, rapport and brain chemistry. Kasi nga, brain science selling, di ba? So mirrored behaviors, ibig sabihin kung ano yung kapareho nyo sa isa't isa. Pag kunwari, nagkwento, si John Luis Larana, nagkwento siya na, oh, alam nyo ba, lumaki ako sa ganitong, kunwari lang, nag-aaral ako ngayon kasi gusto ko na iahon ang pamilya ko sa kahirapan kasi nakikita ko yung nanay at tatay ko, naghihirap sila and it's time for them to really, para magpahinga na sila. Ako naman ang bahala sa kanila, kaya nagsisikap akong mag-aral. So when he says that, nagkukwento siya, kapag nakahanap ka ng kapareho dun sa kwento na yun, immediately kasi makakahanap ka. It's either dun sa kwento na yun, ang may isip mo is pareho kayo nag-aaral ng maayos, pareho niyong gustong iahon yung pamilya niyo sa kahirapan, pareho niyong nakikita yung nanay tatay niyong naghihirap. So, when that happens, pag nakahanap kayo ng connection, there is what we call the mirror neuron activity. Nagre-release ng neurochemicals ang brain natin para same wavelength, di ba yung sinasabi? Nagkakaroon ng same wavelength. And when that happens, oxytocin is released. Ang oxytocin naman is another neurotransmitter in our brain which we call the mommy-baby hormone. Itong mommy-baby hormone or love hormone, this is what makes us trust each other. So ngayon, kapag nagkaroon ka ng trust, mag-i-improve yung rapport, and this is when the sale happens. Kasi, para na kayong friends, para na kayong nag-build ng relationship kahit nakakakilala nyo lang sa isa't isa. Alright? Ito rin, so, para for everyone's information, you also have to be aware, this is also the reason or the strategy, the reason why may mga budol, yung mga parang nabubudol sa mga bahay. This is the strategy that they use. Okay? Kasi bigla mo silang pinagkakatiwalaan, nagugulat ka na lang, bakit ko pinagkakatiwalaan to? Because there is science behind it. Alam nila kung paano. Alam nila itong proseso na ito. Na kapag umabot ka na sa increased trust, nag-improve na yung rapport, I can make you do anything that I want you to do. Okay? And that is dangerous when you do not use it properly. Okay, so that's rapport and brain chemistry. So the first one is priming. Kailangan ihanda mo ang utak ng mga kasama mo, ng bibentahan mo, ng paligid mo. The same way, kahit magpe-present ka, kunwari magpe-present ka sa teacher, kailangan ipa-prime mo na. Paano mo ipa-prime? Kailangan nakaayos ka na damit, kung pwedeng may music na nagpe-play, bago ka magpe-present, a few days before, nakapustura ka na kasi aabangan na ng professor mo yung presentation mo, tapos gusto mo na talagang, kumbaga parang in their eyes, dapat maayos ka na. Days before you present. Even when you want a promotion, it's the same thing. You are priming other people to accept your message. And then rapport. You want to build rapport so that there will be increased trust. Okay? So see, people like people who are like them. And hindi lang naman words kasi ang form of communication. Meron din tayong tinatawag na physiology, which is body language. It actually comprises 78%, okay? 78% of communication. 35% of our is tonality o kung paano mo sinabi. And then 7% lang si words. Meaning, kahit nasabihin mo sa professor mo na kunwari, sir, you're really one of my favorites. Pero kung yung physiology mo naman, hindi mo siya matingnan sa mata, hindi ka niya papaniwala, hindi ka kapani-paniwala. O kaya sinabi mo dun sa isang kliyente mo, alam mo, you're really one of my most valued clients. Tapos umiiwas ka rin ng tingin. O kaya malikot ka. Your physiology will not share that. Okay? Tapos tonality. I'll give you an example of tonality. Very fresh. We recently rescued a neonate kitten, meaning bagets na bagets. Days old pa lang itong kuting na ito. Tapos kanina, I went to the vet to get the checkup. Tapos, yung vet, the way that she was talking to me, question mark. Yung tonality niya na, siguro po, hindi po kasi talaga parang pwede. Kasi masyado pa po siya kasing bata eh. Hindi ba po talaga natin pwedeng bigyan ng gamot? Ganon siya magsalita. So ako, as somebody who went to the vet, parang paniniwalaan mo ba yung ganong klase ng tao na nagsasalita? Kasi you went there to get assurance. You went there to seek for expert advice. Tapos ganun siya magsalita. So even if sinasabi niya na, wag ka mag-alala, even if she was saying words is 70%, huwag ka mag-alala. Ano lang yan, kumbaga parang it's really part of the process of growing up or whatever. Hindi. Because yung tonality niya, parang kine-question niya kung ano yung sinasabi niya. So hindi ko siya papaniwalaan. So tomorrow, I'm going to get a second opinion from another vet. Which means kayo din ganon. You really have to believe in what you're saying. Nasa tonality yan. Tapos tumindig ka ng maganda, tumingin ka sa mata ng tao, diretso yung balikat, para talagang paniwalaan ka. Kasi kung hindi, 7% lang yung words, kahit na sabihin mo, magaling ako, I really know what I'm talking about, pero kung nakaganyan ka, nakaganon naka-curve yung back mo, tapos nakatingin ka sa baba, sinasabi mo sa mga tao na, I really know what I'm talking about, di ka paniniwalaan. Okay? And that is, again, that will not build rapport. That will not increase trust. Okay? Next is intent. So, nasa I na tayo. Ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng intent? This is an NLP presupposition that believes that behavior has some sort of positive intent behind it. Meaning, bago mo gawin ng isang bagay, isipin mo muna, ano nga ba ang dahilan kung bakit ko ito ginagawa? What is the intention behind it? I truly believe that successful people are successful because they intend to serve other people. Ang intention nila hindi yumaman para sa sarili nila. Ang intention nila is yumaman para makatulong sa iba o yumaman para mas marami pang matulungan. That is why they become so successful because the intent is there and it's positive. So before you even decide, for example, gagawin ko tong business na to, o papasok ako sa kumpanya na to, o gusto kong ma-promote, anong gusto mo? What is the intention behind it? You have to be really clear. Gagawa ka ng marketing plan. Pupunta ka sa isang selling event. Anong intention mo when you go there? Gagawa ako ng content plan. What is your intention? In the same way, in social media, kailangan klaro ka rin sa tinatawag na call to action. What is the intention behind this post? Is it asking people to register to your event? Is it asking them to follow you? Is it asking them to check out your website? Is it asking them to buy? What is your intention? Kailangan klaro ka because the brain is lazy. You have to tell the brain what to do. If you do not tell the brain what to do, it will not do anything. Kaya yung mga tayo parang feeling natin we're stuck. Yung mga tipong, bakit parang wala ang direksyon ng buhay ko? Because you do not have a goal. Because you do not have an intent. Kaya, walang ginagawa si brain kasi wala kang binibigay na instructions. So, That is very important. Kailangan mong sabihin. Even when, kunwari, ahente ka, tapos yung kliyente din, nagsabi na parang, hindi pa pwede, parang hindi ako muna bibili. You also have to find out what is the intention behind those words. Bakit hindi sila bibili? Dahil ba magsisave sila? Dahil ba ayaw nilang magdesisyon ng sarili nila, hintayin nila yung asawa nila? Because kapag nasagot mo kung ano yung real intent behind the reply, ano ba talaga yung dahilan behind the reply, then you will be able to answer it and you will be able to manage objection and then you will be able to hopefully close a sale. Okay? Next, so nasa I na tayo. M. Okay? So, ano yan? I. Whoops. The power of words is not a metaphor. It really is in our brain wiring. That is so true. And then M, Meta and Milton. Okay, these are language patterns. Diba ang sabi natin kanina, and L is linguistic or language or labels. So ang linguistic, meron ding tinatawag na language patterns. Okay, these are kung paano tayo magsalita. Dalawang klase yan. Meta or what we call the chunk down, parang you go deep. Okay, you go deep. Ano ba talaga yung pinakadahilan? That is what we call meta. And then Milton is what we also call the hypnotic language. Okay, hypnotic language si Milton. So Meta and Milton. Ano yung kaibahan ng dalawang yan? Okay, yung Meta kasi ano yun our words, the words that we use, the sentences that we construct are unconscious productions. Right? Unconscious productions na siya. Ibig sabihin, dito tayo kasi nasanay. Kung ano yung sinasabi, kunwari lang. I'll give you an example. Ano kasi yun our brains, we have about 2 million thoughts every day. For example, okay, hindi lahat ng thoughts na yan na nafo-focus natin kasi kung hindi mababaliw tayo. So what our brain does is it distorts, generalizes, nilalagay niya sa isang kahon-kahon, or deletes totally. Tinatanggal niya kung ano yung mga ibang nakikita natin. Okay? Nasa meta pa lang tayo So distorts, generalizes, and deletes. So for example, in selling, pag sinabi sa'yo na, my friend said kasi your product is too expensive. Okay, that's the comment, that's the reply when you sell. Merong distortion yon. Okay, merong distortion yon. And what meta does, kasi meta are questions, so meta questions, what the meta language pattern does is it will ask you back if the sentence na, my friend said your product is expensive. Is that real? The question kasi is, number one, who is your friend? Kapani-paniwala ba yung friend mo na yan? Or yung friend mo na yan is kuripot? Kasi, para sa kanya, the product is really expensive because kuripot siya. Dinistort na agad ng brain. Nagdesisyon ka dahil yun yung naging pattern ng brain. The second one is, sinabi niya na expensive. What is expensive? Baka expensive para sa kanya kasi maliit lang sweldo niya kumpara sa'yo. Baka kaya ganun yung pasok niya. So it means the sentence, my friend said it was expensive, is not real. It's not the truth. Okay? Ina-identify ng meta yun. Kasi pag na-identify mo yun, okay, so hindi naman pala price ang problema. It's the value of the product. Yung halaga ng produkto sa tao, mahal sa kanya, pero sa'yo afford mo. Kasi magkaiba naman kayo ng pinanggagalingan. Magkaiba kayo ng trabaho, magkaiba kayo ng priorities. Okay ba? So, yun yung meta. Milton naman, these are vague sentences. So, Milton is chunk up. Okay, chunk up. Milton is the language pattern that is used in political speeches. Ito yung artfully vague type of, parang I will help, parang I will change this country for the better. That's Milton language. Number one, what does for the better mean? It's artfully vague. Ang ganda lang niya pakinggan, pero what does it really mean? It means nothing. Mababaw lang siya, but it sounds so promising. Kaya siya nagiging hypnotic language. Because it's so artfully vague na kung sino yung nakakarinig, siya yung maglalagay ng description o meaning doon sa mga words na yon. So when I say, I will make this country a better world, I will make this place a better world, in my brain, a better world means mas maraming kumikita ng tama, mas inaalagaan ng mga citizens, mas maliit ang taxes. That's a better world for me. Pero sa inyo, iba ang better world. Siguro ang better world sa inyo, lahat may access to healthcare, lahat may access to education. That's the better world for you. Milton, yun yung hypnotic. Kaya tayo nabibighani sa mga tao na yan, sa mga politiko, sa mga artista, sa mga nag-speech na yan, because it's actually not the words that they're saying, but the meaning that we give to the words that they're saying. Okay? Kaya tayo nahi-hypnotize. Alright? So maraming mga iba't ibang klase ng language patterns yang Milton. An example of this is when you build excitement. Okay? When you build excitement and expectations. So for example, I'm going to say, in a few minutes, I'm going to share with you the best brain science selling tip that you will ever hear. Okay? Pine-prepare para siyang priming, but at the same time, it's a big word, para siyang speech, di ba? Na it builds excitement and expectations. Okay, so that is the Milton language. So see, ito yung pinasabi ko kanina, deletion, distortion, and generalization. One thing that I also use meta for, yung sa meta is for personal branding. So I actually coach one-on-one clients. May mga either seller ka, sales agent, insurance, real estate, kotse, na sales leader, kumbaga, either sales director ka na or sales manager or business owner. So I coach them to identify kung ano ang dahilan kung bakit sila nagbebenta o kung ano yung dahilan kung bakit sila nagnegosyo. Because though yung meta patterns yun, so that's the meta questions. Because we use those answers then to create a brand for them. Kasi ang brand, ang mga personal brand o mga brands na nakakilala natin, those are based on values. And you will only be able to understand your values when you ask yourself several questions. Yun yung meta questions. That's actually seven questions that I coach my clients with. So akala nyo parang, bakit ko ginawa to? Kasi parang ang daling ibenta eh. Pag sinabi nyo yun, parang ang daling ibenta. Ibig sabihin, pag nahirapan kayong ibenta, ayaw nyo lang negosyo kasi hindi naman talaga yun yung dahilan kung bakit ka nandyan. Mababaw. So I help my clients with that. So that's personal branding and values elicitation. Okay? So sabi ko nga, itong ating prime framework, priming, rapport, intent, meta, and Milton, and then finally yung ating E, I use this as a framework. Meaning yung mga modules ko, the way that I help my clients with, is a malalim version of what I'm sharing with you. Na kapag napag-usapan natin, it will be para siyang para kang na-uncork, para kang Pandora's box because it is you eh. Kumbaga, parang ina-understand natin kung paano ka mag-isip at kung paano mag-isip yung mga kliyente mo. Yung isang one-on-one client ko ngayon, okay, ang goal niya, sabi ko nga, meron tayong mga goal settings, di ba? Ang goal niya this year was to sell $50,000 worth of bags. Meron siyang bags na binibenta. Sa Canada siya based. So sabi niya, ano yung na-achieve mo last year? Sabi niya $50,000. This year, sabi niya, masaya na ako sa pag na-achieve natin yung $50,000. Sabi ko, taasan mo. Okay, taasan mo yung mo 50,000. Sabi niya, kinakabahan ako. Sige, doblehin natin. $100,000. Sabi ko sa kanya. Sabi niya, ha, kaya mo ba yun? Sabi ko, oo, kaya mo yun. Kasi nga, di ba, iniisip mo na. So, ibig sabihin, nagbibigay ka na ng direksyon sa brain mo na doon ka pupunta sa $100,000. We started our coaching ng January 4. Pasok na pasok sa bagong taon, January 4. 2 weeks ago. So, hindi pa tapos ang March. 2 weeks ago, she called me on a Saturday. Umiiyak siya. Umiiyak siya kasi sobrang niyang happy because she just got a deal. One client lang ito ha, one client for $75,000. Can you imagine, February pa lang, 2/3 na siya of the way dun sa 100,000. Tapos last week, with all the added orders na pinagsama-sama, lumampas na siya. She's now at $162,000. Sobra-sobra na siya sa tinarget niya. Because klaro siya sa kung saan niya gustong dalhin yung negosyo niya. And that is really what I help my clients with. Okay? So, pinag-usapan natin ito, Beta and Milton. And finally, emotion. Ano ba yung emotion? Bakit importante ang emotion pagdating sa negosyo at pagdating sa sales and marketing? Because truly, we buy tayong mga nilalang, we buy based on emotions. 96% of the time, we buy based on emotion. It is in the limbic part of the brain. Yan, dyan tayo. Dito. So we buy based on emotion, and we only justify with logic. Ibig sabihin, kapag nagbebenta ka, wag mong sabihin sa akin ang presyo. Sabihin mo sa akin kung ano ang mabe-benefit ko doon sa binibenta mo. Saka mo lang i-justify na sabihin mo, at saka alam mo ba, ito lang presyo niyan. Sabihin mo muna sa akin na, kunwari sasabihin, uy, bumili ka na kasi tingnan mo, merong 10% discount o anong magagawa ng, parang ang laki ng 10% discount. Okay? That is the prefrontal cortex. That is logical. But if you tell me, sige na, bumili ka na, meron kaming discount. Alam mo yung discount na yan sa pag bumili ka ng condominium unit ngayon, pwede mo na papag-aral yung anak mo. 1 taong tuition. Then you will realize, ay, oo nga no, that's a benefit that the discount will give me. Hindi yung discount, hindi ako sa discount na kinabang, doon sa benefit ng discount na yan. Okay? And then when we sell, this now applies to copywriting and presentations. Merong tinatawag na 7 deadly sins, hindi ba? So you sell using the 7 deadly sins. Meaning, itatap mo yung mga yan. So itatap mo yung greed, itatap mo yung envy, itatap mo yung pride, itatap mo yung lust, itatap mo yung sloth. Example, pag sinabi mo na nakakatamad, di ba, hindi ba nakakatamad lumabas para mag-grocery araw-araw? Kaya alam mo, bumili ka na ng condo na may mall sa baba. What did you tap there? Sloth. Kasi gusto natin convenient lang eh. Right? So, you highlight the desires. Bakit ka ba bibili ng slimming coffee? Kasi last yun. Kasi gusto mong maging attractive sa harap ng ibang mga tao. That is one of the 7 deadly sins. Bakit mo gustong bumili ng ganitong kotse? Kasi gusto ko pag uwi ko sa probinsya, tingnan nila ako at sabihin nila, ay, ang successful na niya. What is that? Pride. Okay? So you highlight the desires. Another strategy is you describe in full modality. Anong ibig sabihin ng full modality? Visual, auditory, kinesthetic, olfactory, gustatory. Anong itsura niya? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Pag binibenta mo yung mga bagay, ano yung makukuha ng mga tao doon sa mismong produkto mo in terms of feelings, total feelings. Ano yung makikita? Malamig ba siya? Mainit ba siya? Anong amoy? Amoy ba siya spa? Amoy mayaman ba siya? Amoy presko ba? Amoy bagong ligo? What is it? And that is how you sell. You describe in full modality. Okay? At the end of this all, itong brain science selling naman, ang pinaka-root niya is we have to understand how our brain works, kung paano gumagana yung mga utak natin, because kapag alam na natin kung paano gumagana yung mga utak natin, then we will now know how our customers' brain also works. Okay, so please follow me. I am Valerie P. Fisher. Valerie P. Fisher on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. Please connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm also Valerie P. Fisher on Instagram. Sinabi ko namang TikTok, nasa TikTok din ako. So follow me there. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma'am Valerie. So it's such a blast of informative talk. So before namin kayo i-let go, Ma'am, maybe our participants have questions in their mind. So ayan guys, huwag nating sayangin yung opportunity to ask question from Ma'am Valerie. So without further ado, we are now open for your questions.
Any questions?
Let me check din sa YouTube right now. Ayan. So, wala rin pong question from YouTube. So, ayan. Sobrang ganda ng topic. Sayang, kukonti lang yung ating audience right now. Pero, good thing is, pwede siyang mapanood ulit sa YouTube and as Lex PH LMS. So, i-repurpose din siya as an e-learning soon. So, ayan. Let me check again. Baka meron pang humabol. Kasi meron pa ding meeting si ma'am. So, ayan. So, wala na po. So, ayan. Again, if we have questions, we can reach Ma'am Valerie on her social media. Okay, may question tayo. Eto. Sabi sa Team YouTube, can you give advices sa mga startup business po? Ayan.
Give advice sa mga startup business. Find out, okay, apat na bagay. Number one, find out why are you here? Why are you going to do what you're doing? Or why are you going to do or to start whatever it is that you're going to start? That's the first question. The second question is, who are you going to serve? Para kanino ka ba? Sino ba yung gusto mong pagsilbihan? Kaninong problema ang gusto mong solusyonan? Number three, saan ka pupunta? Where are you going? Anong balak mo dyan sa sinisimulan mo? And number four, paano mo tutulungan yung mga taong gusto mong tulungan? So, as soon as you identify and really write out those things at klaro ka, very important ng clarity, pag klaro ka, then go ahead. Because chances are, mas malaki yung chance mong mag-succeed. Kasi actually, alam mo na, sabi nga nila, di ba, yung mga statistics, 90% of startup businesses nawawala after 3 years. So, because nga, marami rin kasi na hindi talaga klaro sa tatlong o sa apat na questions na yon.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that very smooth answer. So, may follow-up question po dito. In terms of selling, wait lang. Where are you going? How will you help? Tama ba yung question ko?
Where are you going? Who are you going to help? Why are you here? Who are you going to help? Where are you going? And how are you going to help the people you're going to help? Why, who, where, and how? Yes, powerful yung nagkakape kasi scientifically based. So kung meron kayong mga nililigawan, magkape kayo, bigyan niyo siya ng ng mainit na kape. Anything like any hot drink actually.
Ayan. So, baka may question pa kayo dyan. Pahabol pa, guys. Ayan. So, I think, ayan, this is the time to say thank you to Ma'am Valerie para ma-let go na natin siya ng mas
Yes.
maaga.
Guys, please follow me ha. Follow me on Facebook. Anywhere kung nasaan kayo. Nasa TikTok ako, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever you are. I'm there and it's the same handle, Valerie P. Fisher.
All right. So search lang natin Valerie Fisher. Yan. Ayan, sabi ng ating team Zoom from Charmy, thank you very much for investing your time sharing this valuable knowledge. Ayan. Thank you so much, Ma'am Valerie. Ayan.
Thank you, everyone.
Ayan. Thank you, Ma'am. All right. Thank you so much for all our participants right now. So again, our event would not be possible with the help of our supportive and generous partner. Of course, IExcel CIE Review Center get an additional 500 off if you are a graduate of any Alpha Premium program. Blessed PH. To us, the first Filipino cloud-based analytics platform, get your free 90-day trial offer. Just visit their website at alpha2us.com for more updates. Startup Podcast PH, and of course, ingeniero.org. So with that, let me just promote some online courses. So before that pala, please follow Aslex PH Academy on all our social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. So we have another way you can effectively learn and be significantly better with us is by enrolling now on our online course and self-paced program. Yellow Belt is the entry level to the Lean Six Sigma practice, basic diagnostic, and quality tools and techniques. So join our next run this, I think, March 25 and 26. So we have also our self-paced program for Yellow Belt. So for only 2,990. And then Green Belt. So the Green Belt, the role of this is highly focused on problem solving, process analysis, and project management. So our next run would be on April until March 14. And then, of course, we have self-paced Lean Six Sigma Green Belt. So the difference between self-paced and online course is that self-paced is you can finish that anytime and anywhere you want. And of course, the Black Belt. So who is Black Belt? Black Belts have thorough understanding of all aspects of the DMAIC model in accordance with Six Sigma principles. So join the next round on April 15 to May 28. And of course, we have the self-paced Black Belt course also. And then the Project Management Fundamental Certification and Kaizen Professional. And the newest course of ASLEX, the Data Engineer. And the summary of all the self-paced courses, so you can screenshot it down. Additionally, we will have our info sessions this coming, the first episode will be on Sunday. So our guest speaker for that is none other than Engineer Joshua Palisak. So on all our courses, so you can avail this group of 5 day for only 4 promo. And then ASLEX PH Academy is still looking for partner and ambassador. If you are supporting our cause of lifelong learning, this is perfect fit for you. So you can also visit aslexph.com/courses to browse all the courses that we have, free and paid courses. So marami tayong mga free courses sa ating LMS. So ayan, magiging part na rin yung session right now soon. And then attention to all the Alpha alumni, any course that you take from ASLEX, so magiging Alpha alumni ka na, and you can join ASLEX PH Academy Alumni Network Facebook page. So just search ayan, ASLEX Alumni Network Facebook page or scan this QR code. So ayan, pinakahintay ng lahat. This is the time that pwede na tayo mag-evaluate to get our certificates. So, ayan, nasa screen po natin yung QR code. You can scan it now or use the link here. So, I just pasted it on the YouTube and here on Zoom. So I hope you can answer it now because magko-close yung ating attendance link after 30 minutes. So instruction lang, number 1, refresh and wait. Pangalawa, complete form correctly. Pangatlo, middle initial not name. Pang-apat, enter correct email address. And lastly, e-certificates will be distributed in a week or so. So ayan everyone, thank you so much for attending tonight. Ayan, that would be all for this event. So we hate to say goodbye, but in every beginning, there is always an end. So don't be sad, guys. Kasi meron tayong every Friday na Alpha TV sessions. This is free entirely. So we hope to see you again next Friday for another Alpha TV session. So stay safe and good night, everyone. Let's continue to be #significantly better through accessible and sustainable lifelong learning together. Bye, everyone.